Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, D-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. Got a nice little lesson for you today. It's a spiritual philosopher's concept. The, what is it? Phrase. Know thyself means self-knowledge is superior, aka the best knowledge. I can prove it. That's what this lesson is gonna show you. I'm gonna give you your props, but I'm gonna show you no matter what you got. Self beats you every time. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive it. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is a way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the best knowledge you can get. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker and you profess to be one, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? So let's get that together by asking the question, do you know you? You will when I get through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to Maya, be true. All right, right thinkers, let's talk about the phrase know thyself. What do it mean? It means that when you obtain self-knowledge, you have reached all the knowledge you need to have what? For yourself. What you mean? Oh, okay, let's talk about know thyself with the phrase that the Greeks stole from the Egyptians, because on all the doors of temples, the phrase know thyself, they took it and put man, know thyself. What about the woman? That's the ego tripping from the Greeks. Okay, that's the mentality that they had. So we knew know thyself was universal, male and female. Everything we did in Egypt was equal. All right. So the philosophy, not know thyself, is my right thing philosophy goal for what all followers of my philosophy is to give you self-knowledge so that you can what? Know and master yourself. All the knowledge in the world don't help you if you ain't got knowledge of self. I'll break it down for you as we go. Your true self is God. There we go. I'm tired of playing that game with y'all. Okay, the self, the spirit, that's God. Again, for your ego self, as God out of your mind. So when you think it's all about you, that ain't God, that's ego. Okay, understand that. And when you have knowledge of everything, you can be respected and admired. But when you don't have knowledge of self, you ain't gonna pass the test. What test? Life test. We'll get to that in a minute. Self means you. The first law of what? Preservation is who? Self. Take care of you. Know you. That means you don't want to know yourself. Right thing philosophy does just that. If you're ignorant of who you are, I'm going to enlighten you to who you are. That's all it is. Information that you can use or not use. But I know what I'm talking about and I'll give it to you. So that's your choice. Again, that's all I got for you. With self-knowledge. With self-knowledge, okay? I'm still learning. This book here, I'm getting more self-knowledge from a different perspective. So everybody got a concept of philosophy. Okay, I got mine, and mine's personal. It's all what? All based on self. Me, I. That to me, I done edge got out. No, that means I'm knowing about thyself, my true self. That's the higher self. That's God. That's in you. If you don't understand that, you're wasting your time. With self-knowledge, you now know what? All you need to know. You're a master of self. With knowledge of self, that makes you a master of yourself. You know who you are. That's all. That's it. When you know that, that's all you need to know. Why? Because at Judgment Day, by you living by the spiritual discipline that you learn and being obedient to the God that you serve, your heart will be light as a feather. See? All the other negative stuff that you follow with the ego, heavy's the heart. Righteous living, selfless service offering, doing what's right, that light is one's heart. Get the concept? It's all a philosophy, it's all symbolical, okay? But you can manifest it by practicing it. Worldly knowledge. What's that? Worldly knowledge is having knowledge of the world, things that's fine, but it's not better than self-knowledge. Why you say that? Knowing the depths of the ocean is good knowledge. Muslims singing around like this, okay? So you learned that, okay? But at Judgment Day, knowing how deep the ocean is, don't do nothing for the heart. Don't do nothing for what? Your indiscretions and your way of living. If you got the satanic, egotistical qualities and characteristics, that's why. See? So having information about something is cool. In worldly information, knowing how far the sun is from the earth, yeah, that's cool too, but useless information. Why? If it's going to make you live better, do better, act better, fine. If it's not going to enhance you as an individual, to me, that's useless information. That's all I'm saying. I got information. Some people useless, some people useful. I understand that. So to pick and choose on you. But knowing all the 7 continents, knowing the oceans, again, means absolutely nothing. You ready? Because this is what I've been saving. Judgment Day is when you're responsible for your actions as an individual while you lived on earth, and the conscience lie in the heart. Okay? If you've been following me, you would already know that God dwells in the heart. He speaks for you at Judgment Day. So all the knowledge you acquire for this, if it ain't feeding this to make it better, it's useless information. You're just throwing it. Why? Because when you die, this gets thrown away. They don't even keep it. Okay, so a bunch of useless knowledge don't mean nothing. That's my point with that. Self-knowledge means everything. Watch this. Knowing yourself at Judgment Day is what will get you to what we know to be the afterlife, not reincarnated. Because if you don't know yourself, you got to come back again. Why? To know yourself. That's the goal for all human beings, spiritual beings having a human experience. I'm trying to get it to you anyway I can. I'll keep beating you over the head with it until you realize, yeah, my knowledge of self is what I'll use to live right. That lightens my heart when daily. Why? But I live by those tenets daily. I exercise it. Right now, took my heart up on the scale. We good. Why? I don't harbor a whole bunch of nonsense. I don't do a whole bunch of deceitful acts. So my heart is light as a feather with no secrets. I'm transparent as a person, as an individual with myself. I ain't got to prove a damn thing to nobody. But it's in the heart where truth lies. If you're a good person, you got a problem. You a bad, sneaky, deceitful person, you got problems. Oh yeah, you got problems. So how you take care of that problem? Change. That's all. Moving on. It ain't hard. If you're going the wrong way, turn around and go the other way. If this way is wrong, try that way. Moving on. My knowledge of self. Okay, I got that one. Excuse me. Now, having book, aka scholarly knowledge, with your degrees and all that stuff you put your time in. I love that. Why? It's admirable, it's respectful. But guess what? Scholarly book knowledge is not better than self-knowledge. Again, having it, cool. But if it's not going to better you as a person, it didn't do nothing but took up time and space in your mind. Okay? It didn't get to the heart. Okay? You didn't do something about it, so it really didn't matter. You can be a doctor, a lawyer, president, etc., and make what? Good money, a good living. But righteous living is the way to lighten one's heart. You can get all the money you want. You can accumulate all the accolades you want. You can get all the degrees you need. But do you know you? Because that's what you're going to need to get into the afterlife. None of the other stuff ain't going to answer the question of how did you live? How mayat did you live? Well, I know. No. How mayat did you live? But I know about. No. But we don't care about that. How mayat did you live? Get the concept? All right. So, again, your scholarly knowledge is good to know. But as I say again, self-knowledge is better. It ain't better than self-knowledge. It's good to have. Okay, better have it than need it. But at judgment time, it's better to have what? Self-knowledge. Okay, that's what I'm saying. When you get self-knowledge, you can acquire all the certificates you want, all the degrees. You can do all that. But now you got what? Something to fall back on. The foundation is self-knowledge. If you ain't building off of that, you building a house that's going to crumble. It's going to fall. Okay? Trust me. Self-knowledge is truth. And if you ain't stand on that, you will crumble. Being a doctor means you put the time, energy, and effort into learning things that make you a doctor. A lawyer, same thing. You got to pass this difficult bar test, okay, to prove what you remember. You was indoctrinated with information that you got to remember, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's all good and well. In the courtroom and all that, and what? It will make you wealthy. Y'all get paid a lot of money, okay? But to have that knowledge ain't better than having self-knowledge. You can negotiate or operate your way through judgment day. So your doctor and your lawyer knowledge don't carry much weight. How righteous was the doctor was you? How mayat was the lawyer was you? Now we're talking. Now you add that to the, now we got something. Now you can stand on what? The truth. That's the difference. And your degrees, they look good on the wall. But at judgment day, your degrees mean absolutely nothing if it ain't in what? Self-knowledge. If your mastery ain't in you, Scooby-Doo, roll. Yeah, you got a problem. Moving on, that's all. And again, for all y'all religious bucks, I didn't forget y'all. I keep something for y'all. Don't worry, I got you. Let's go. Let me hit y'all up right quick. Biblical knowledge is great and fantastic if you learn to master that book and you become what? Self-master. With the knowledge and understanding, if it's done correctly. My issue with that biblical knowledge is y'all think that's it. And really, yeah, you missed the boat sometimes. But let me talk about that right quick. I know a brother who didn't, so I can, that's what keeps me. Other than that, you have no idea. I'll be polling y'all. I'll go Saul on them in a minute. All right, biblical knowledge. It's still not better than self-knowledge. Watch this, let me prove it. That biblical knowledge is great. If you master that book, okay, you master yourself and you can muster up enough energy to get to God and understand, I got no problem with y'all. Excuse me. But it's so few of y'all. There's a lot of y'all doing it. But there's so few that do it, what? Correct. All right. Biblical knowledge is one way to God. That I can attest to, respect. But if understood and lived correctly, it ain't just no, just because you read the Bible, no, that ain't getting you to God. Got to put some action behind it. And y'all favorite words, prayer without actions is dead. So all that knowledge without using it is the same thing. How about that? So the knowledge is you kind from that Bible. You should be living it and improving on yourself to be better. Bible knowledge is one way to get to God when you practice correct. 100% agree. But my issue, most Bible thumpers really misunderstand and misinterpret what? The symbols of the Bible. It's a mythological, allegorical book to teach. It's not a literal book. Y'all want to believe that book is real. What? I don't get that. With all the damn books we got, and the Bible got to be one, got to be real. Really? Come on, man. Y'all got to be better than that. You got to be better than that. Jeez. And knowing the Bible, and y'all quote verses and don't know what the hell they mean. That's what pissed me off with y'all mostly. It's always been that way. Y'all talk that good talk and don't live a damn bit of it. Don't understand none of it. But y'all talk it. You don't walk it. Very few walking Christians. Moving. And knowing the Bible and not living by it is like prayer with no works. A waste of time. Trust me. And y'all say it and y'all know it and y'all still do it. So you got to suffer the consequences of that ignorant action about what? Not getting nothing. You can pray and him and haw and wish and hope. You ain't getting jack. Put some work in. The bank of God is all about doing righteous and good deeds. Stack up them, and then when you ask for something, you might get something in return. If you go to a bank and you ain't put a damn thing, ain't got no account, you can't get no money from them. Put some in it, it becomes your bank. God's the same way. Put some D's in and earn you some interest. All right, here we go. I know a lot of people with biblical knowledge. College and years, the whole nine, don't know a damn thing about themselves. Okay, and they got no self-knowledge. They too busy acquiring that other stuff and substituting it and not realizing Yeah. But when you're doing it for the wrong purpose, you ain't thinking about that. You just worrying about what you can get, how much you can materialize, how much you can get from what you telling your biblical lies by God. You selling God, okay? Not still in the name of the Lord. Y'all know who you are. But again, that's what you got to deal with on your own. That's not my job. That's Karma's job, okay? Remember in Scarface, when the guy said, "Oh, Frank," "Oh, Tony, don't kill me." He said, "I'm not gonna kill you, Frank." He said, "Oh, thank you, Tony." He said, he said, "Thank you, Tony." He said, "Manila, kill that piece of shit." Okay, you ain't gotta do it. Somebody else to do it for you. Simple as that. And moving on, karma takes care of God's people like that. That's my point with that one. All right, wrapping it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. Right? Knowledge, aka is self knowledge. Okay, that's what I consider to be what? The best knowledge. When you know you, when you got you covered from stem to stern, you got your chakras lined up, you got your kundalini rolling, you got the seventh chakra open, your eyes third eye open, you got all that going for you, you good to go. You ain't got to do nothing but live. That's what I do every day. With all that, I just live, right? Moving on. And that's how it comes. What I know about myself is the best knowledge for what you saying for you that you can have what for yourself. I don't need to know nothing about you. I need to know everything I need to know about me. Self-knowledge, like self-preservation, is the knowledge that you need to what? To be able to have your heart light as a feather at judgment day by what? Living right. That light is the heart. Stop the nonsense. Stop the deception. Stop the sneaky. All that stuff that you do think nobody knows. He knows. If you don't know that, that's why you do it. But if you knew that, you wouldn't do those things. If you knew God, if you would do certain things you wouldn't do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. I'm holding myself accountable. I don't care what you do. It ain't got nothing to do with me. All I worry about is what I do. I'm responsible for that. Okay? And guess what? You are too for whatever you say and do. What is the problem with that? The reward for you obtaining self-mastery you will get for what? Knowing yourself is what? You ready? You ready? You punching your ticket for the trip to the afterlife. That's the whole goal for right thinking. I ain't trying to come back. I ain't coming back. Okay? No. Don't you want to come back and help people? I'm doing that while I'm here. When I'm gone, this party is over. Why? I'm gone. I'm going to be gone. You can count the days as more man would tell you. When I leave here, I ain't coming back. Why? I done been here too long already. How about that? The spirit gets tired of this. Okay? It don't say it, but if you start to understand how this thing go, you should get, well, then again, you don't even remember one life at a time. The spirit had to go through all over and over again. Okay, that's the concept, and I'm good with that. If I'm wrong, I'm good with that too. All right. But again, the reward that you receive is what the whole purpose of coming here to have experience, not to come back. Let me wrap it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. With this self-knowledge, aka the right knowledge, when it's mastered in your lifetime, it's a one-way ticket. What? Home. Not coming back to reincarnate, not to be born again, not to nothing. You going bye-bye. And you will be you for the rest of your eternity. I like the sound of that. Okay? I like the sound of that. That just tickles me pink. Why? If you don't know you here, you can't go home there. And once you know yourself here, that's what you aspire to, what to go home so you can be there for what? Forever. That's the concept. I'm sticking to it. Wrapping it up right there. Self-knowledge, again, is God knowledge. Thyself is God that's in you. Knowing thyself is knowing what? You are God. If that's too heavy for some people to comprehend, do some short-term lesson and get the concept. That's all it is. It's all symbolical. But the real deal is the spirit and the consciousness is what God is. And that's in all of us. So we're all what? God in the flesh. We've been saying that for the longest. Hope you got the message right. Things I got to go. Again, my concept is self-knowledge trumps all other knowledge. I just proved it, didn't I? Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Right, thinkers? In closing, may you all live to be 100. May 100 minus a day. So I never let my right thinkers who now know thyself means what? Self-knowledge is the best knowledge. Trust me.